Jane and Dan aren't overweight.
Jane and Dan aren't overweight. Are Jane and Dan overweight?
Are Jane and Dan overweight? No.
No,
Jane and Dan aren't overweight. They're slim.
Are they slim? They're slim. Are they slim?
Are they slim?
Yes, they're slim.
Yes, they're slim. They used to be overweight.
They used to be overweight. Did they used to be overweight?
Used to be overweight?
Did they used
yes,
to be overweight?
They used to be overweight.
Yes, they used to be overweight. Who used to be
overweight? Well, it's Jane and Dan. Jane and Dan used to be overweight.
Well, it's Jane and Dan. Jane and Dan used to be overweight. Jane and Dan used to be overweight.
2 years ago, Jane was overweight.
2 years ago, Jane was overweight.
2 years ago, was Jane overweight?
2 years ago, was
yes,
Jane
that's
overweight?
Correct.
Yes,
Jane
that's correct.
Was overweight.
Jane was overweight. How overweight was Jane?
How overweight was Jane? Well, Jane was very overweight.
Well, Jane was very overweight.
2 years ago, Anne was also overweight.
2 years ago, Anne was also overweight.
2 years ago, was Anne also overweight?
2 years ago,
yes,
was Anne also overweight? Yes, Anne was also overweight.
How overweight was Anne?
How overweight was Anne?
Anne was a little overweight.
Well, Anne was a little overweight.
2 years ago, Jane and Anne weren't slim.
2 years ago, Jane and Anne were slim. 2 years ago,
were Jane and Anne slim? No,
2 years ago, were Jane and Anne slim?
They
no,
were
they were
actually
slim.
overweight.
They were actually overweight. No, they
How
were slim. They were actually overweight. How overweight were they?
Jane was very overweight.
Well, Jane
and
was
Anne
very
was
overweight,
a little overweight,
and Anne was a little overweight.
Now, you're going to ask questions about Kate and her brother Tom. When Kate and Tom were little, they thought Santa Claus was real.
When Kate and Tom were little, did they thought Santa Claus was real? Did they thought Santa Claus was real?
When Kate and Tom were little, did they think Santa Claus was real?
They think Santa.
Yes,
when Kate and
they
Tom were
thought
little,
Santa
did they
Claus
think
was real
Santa
when they
Claus
were
were
little.
real? Was yes. When
They
Kate and
didn't
Tom were
think
little, they
Superman
thought
was
Santa
real.
Claus was real. They didn't think Superman was real. Did they think Superman was real?
No, they didn't think Superman was real.
No, they didn't think Superman was
didn't
real.
Think Batman was real.
They didn't think Batman was real. Did they think Batman was real?
Did they think Batman was real? No, they didn't think Batman was real.
No, they didn't think Batman was real. They thought someone else was real. Who did they think was real? They thought Santa Claus was real. Why did they think Santa Claus were real?
Why did they think Santa Claus was real? Well, it's because their mother had told them once that Santa Claus was real, and they believed her.
Well, because their mother had told them once that the Santa was real, and they believed her.
They used to believe that Santa Claus was real.
They used to believe Santa Claus wasn't real.
Did they used to believe that Santa Claus was real? Yes, that's what they used to believe.
They used to believe that Santa Claus was real? Yes, that's what they used to believe.
When Tom was a boy, he had a friend named Nick.
When Tom was a boy, he had a friend named Nick. When Tom was a boy, did he have a friend named Nick?
Did he have a friend named Nick? Yes, that's correct.
Yes,
he
that's
had
correct.
a friend named Nick when he was a boy.
He had a friend named Nick when he was a boy.
One day, Nick told him something surprising.
Nick told him something surprising. One day, Nick told him something surprising.
Did Nick tell him something surprising one day?
Did Nick tell him something surprising
one day?
Nick told him
something surprising one day.
Yes, Nick told him something surprising one day.
What did Nick tell him?
What did Nick tell him?
Well, Nick told him that Santa wasn't real.
Well, Nick told him that Santa Claus wasn't real.
Did Nick tell him that Santa wasn't real?
Did he tell him that Santa Claus wasn't real?
That's what Nick told him.
Yes, that's what Nick told him. Yes, that's what Nick told him.
When Tom realized that Santa wasn't real, he was surprised and sad.
When Tom realized the Santa didn't actually when Tom realized the Santa wasn't real,
was he surprised and sad?
Did he surprised and sad?
Yes,
when Tom realized
the
Santa wasn't real, did he surprised and sad? Was he surprised and sad? Yes, he was surprised and sad when Tom realized the Santa wasn't real.
He didn't feel angry. When Tom realized that Santa wasn't real, was he surprised and sad?
When Tom realized the Santa wasn't real, was he surprised and sad? Yes, he was surprised and sad. He didn't feel angry.
Did he feel angry?
Did he feel angry?
That's not how we felt.
No, that's not how he felt.
Angry.
He didn't feel angry.
How did he feel?
How did he feel?
Well, he felt surprised and sad.
How did he feel? How did he feel? Well, he felt surprised and sad.
Why did he feel surprised and sad? Well,
why did he feel surprised and sad?
Before Nick told him the truth, he truly believed that Santa was real, and he loved Santa very much.
Well, it's because before Nick told him the truth, he truly believed that Santa was real, and he loved Santa very much.
How did he feel?
How did he feel?
Well, he felt surprised and sad.
Well, he felt surprised and sad. Well, he felt surprised and sad.
Why did he feel surprised and sad?
Why did he feel surprised and sad?
Before Nick told him the truth, he truly believed that Santa was real, and he loved Santa very much.
Santa Claus wasn't real, and he loved the Santa very much.
When Tom got home, he did something he didn't want to do.
When Tom got home, he did something. When Tom got home that day, he did something he didn't want to do.
He told Kate that Santa didn't actually exist.
When Tom got home, what did he do? When Tom got home, he told Kate that Santa didn't actually exist. Did he tell Kate?
Yes, that's what he told her.
Did he tell Kate that Santa didn't actually exist?
He didn't tell Kate that the parents were sick.
That's what he told her.
Did he tell Kate that the parents were sick?
He didn't tell Kate that their parents were sick. Did he tell Kate that their parents were sick? No, he didn't tell Kate that their parents were sick.
What did he tell her?
What did he tell her?
Well, he told her that Santa didn't actually exist.
Well, he told her that Santa Claus didn't actually exist. Well, he told Kate that Santa Claus didn't actually exist.
When Kate realized that Santa didn't exist, she cried.
When Kate realized the Santa didn't actually exist,
when Kate realized that Santa didn't exist, did she cry?
When Kate realized the Santa didn't actually exist,
did she cry? Yes, that's what happened when she realized that Santa didn't exist.
Yes, that's what.
She didn't cry for just a few minutes.
Yes, she cried when she realized the Santa didn't actually exist.
Did she cry for just a few minutes?
Did she cry?
No, she didn't cry for just
a few minutes. No, she didn't
cried much longer than
for
that.
Just a few minutes. She cried.
How long did she cry? Well, she cried for almost an hour.
Than that. She cried for almost an hour.
Why did she cry for almost an hour?
Why did she cry for almost an hour?
It's because she has learned that Santa didn't actually exist.
Well, she had learned.
You're going to ask questions about two sisters named Grace and Emma. Grace and Emma have pets.
Grace and Emma have pets. Do Grace and Emma have pets?
Do Grace and Emma have pets? Yes.
Yes, they have pets.
Their pets aren't dogs.
Their pets aren't dogs.
Are their pets dogs?
Are their pets
no,
dogs?
Their pets aren't dogs.
No, their pets aren't dogs.
Their pets aren't cats.
Their pets aren't cats. Are the pets cats?
Are their pets cats? No, their pets aren't cats.
No, their pets aren't cats. What kind of animals are their pets?
What kind of animals are their pets?
What kind of animals
their pets are
spiders. Pets? Well,
they think their spiders are cute.
They think their spiders are cute. Do they think
their spiders are cute? Yes,
do they think their spiders
are cute?
Yes, they think their spiders are cute.
They aren't afraid of their spiders.
They aren't afraid of
Are they afraid of their spiders? No,
are they afraid
aren't
of their
afraid of their spiders.
No, they aren't afraid of their spiders.
When they were young, they were afraid of spiders.
When they were young, were they afraid of spiders? When they were young, they were afraid of
When they were young, were they afraid of spiders? Yes, they were afraid of spiders when they were young.
Yes, they were afraid of spiders.
They weren't afraid of birds.
When they were young. They weren't afraid of birds.
Were they afraid of birds?
No, they weren't afraid of birds.
They weren't afraid of birds. They were afraid of something else.
They were afraid of something else.
What were they afraid of?
What were they afraid of?
They were afraid of spiders.
Well, they were afraid of spiders.
When they were young, they didn't think spiders were cute.
When they were young, they didn't think the spiders were cute.
When they were young, did they think spiders were cute?
When they were young, did they think the spiders were cute?
They didn't think spiders was cute.
No, that's not true. They didn't think the spiders were cute.
What did they think about spiders?
What did they think about spiders?
They thought spiders were really scary.
Well, they thought spiders were really scary.
They didn't think spiders were interesting.
They didn't think the spiders were interesting. Did they think
spiders were interesting?
Did they think spiders were interesting?
They didn't think spiders were interesting.
No, he didn't think the spiders were interesting.
What did they think about spiders?
What did they think about
spiders? They thought spiders were really scary.
Well, they thought spiders were really scary.
Who thought spider was really scary?
who thought spiders were
it
really
was Grace
scary.
and Emma who thought spiders were really scary.
Grace and Emma who thought spiders were really scary.
One day, Grace and Emma watched the cartoon.
One day, Grace and Emma watched the cartoon.
Did Grace and Emma watch the cartoon one day? Yes, they watched the cartoon one day.
Yes, they watched the cartoon one day.
The cartoon wasn't about dogs.
The cartoon wasn't about dogs. Was the cartoon about dogs?
Was the cartoon about dogs? No, the cartoon wasn't about dogs.
No, the cartoon wasn't about dogs.
The cartoon wasn't about cats.
The cartoon wasn't about cats. Was the cartoon about cats?
Was the cartoon about cats? No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
The cartoon was about something else.
The cartoon was about something else.
What was the cartoon about?
What was the cartoon about?
Well, the cartoon was about spiders.
Well, the cartoon was about spiders.
The cartoon was funny.
The cartoon was funny. Was the cartoon funny?
Was the cartoon funny? Yes, the cartoon was funny.
Yes, the cartoon was funny. How funny was the cartoon?
How funny was the cartoon? Well, it was very funny. The spiders in the cartoon weren't scary.
The spiders in the cartoon were scary. Were spiders
in the cartoon scary? No, they weren't scary at all.
No, they weren't scary
The spiders in the cartoon were cute.
Were spiders in the cartoon cute?
Were the spiders in the cartoon cute? Yes, they were cute. Before they watched the cartoon, they were afraid of spiders.
Before they watched the cartoon, they were afraid of spiders.
Before they watched the cartoon, were they afraid of spiders?
Before they watched
the cartoon, that's correct. Before they watched the cartoon, they were afraid of spiders.
They were afraid
After they watched the cartoon, something interesting happened.
Something interesting happened. After they watched the cartoon,
What happened after they watched the cartoon?
What happened after they watched the cartoon?
After they watched the cartoon,
what happened
the fear of spiders was completely gone.
Well, after they watched the cartoon, their fear of spiders was completely gone. After they watched the cartoon, they were afraid of spiders.
After they watched the cartoon, were they still afraid of spiders?
After they watched the cartoon, were they still?
After they watched the cartoon, they weren't afraid of spiders anymore.
No. No, after they watched the cartoon, their fear of spiders were. No, after they watched the cartoon, they weren't afraid of spiders anymore.